guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be testing out the newly released Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I showed you guys this on my stories and asked you if you wanted a review, and of course you said hell to the yes. I did mention in one of my recent GLAM reports that I was planning on getting this foundation, so when it was released I ran to Sephora, I grabbed it. And it's been a bumpy ride. I attempted to do this video yesterday, and I really just made a major YouTube error, and I'll explain later what I mean by that. But things just took a very bad turn because of other products that I used, and I didn't think it was fair to the foundation, so I decided to start over. And you're going to see me applying the foundation from yesterday. And then you're going to see me wear testing it today. And I'll explain all of that later in the video. But yeah, it's been a little bit of a bumpy ride. And it's not a first impression per se, because I have been using the foundation for a few days. So I have a little bit of a thought about it. So you'll see that as well, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. One of the reasons why I wanted to try this so badly is because I love the Pro Filter Soft Matte. That one is like one of my favorite foundations. Now, I have dry to normal skin. A lot of people were saying that they didn't like the original Fenty foundation, people who had dry skin, saying that it was way too drying on them. I did not find that to be the case, but I always pair a matte foundation with a hydrating primer, always. So I love that one. So I was really curious about this one since it's supposed to be hydrating, and if I see hydrating on a label, I'm like, give it to me. I'm all about the hydrating life. So that is why I'm excited about this foundation. So I'm excited we're going to be testing it out today. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Jamie. I do beauty videos 3 times a week. I would love it if you would subscribe before you go. And if you guys want to see me wear test this Fenty Hydrating Longwear Foundation, here are my thoughts, then keep on watching. Okay, I've already prepped my skin off camera. I'm using the IT Cosmetics. I left it way over there. I'm not getting up again. It's the Your Skin But Better Gripping Primer and the Tatcha Silk Canvas. So I just already did that to save time. All right, so here is what the box looks like. It is called the Hydrating Longwear Foundation. There is 1.08 fluid ounces. It is the exact same that is in the regular Pro Longwear foundation. Pumps on these are the same type of pump. It's just the Pro Longwear one is a little bit bigger than the new or Pro Filter. Is that what it's called? Pro Filter. They're both called Pro Filter. One is just soft matte and the other one is Hydrating Longwear. So anyway, I got the shade 260. I'm going to swatch them out on my hand side by side so that we can look at the two shades next to each other. All right, so here we have the soft matte. All right, there we go. I think that's in focus. So this one is the new one, and this one is the soft matte one. I feel like the new one is much warmer, and as it dries down a little, you might be able to see it better. Let me see if I turn my lights down a hair. Oh no, that's up. If you can see the color difference. And the new one is clearly very, very warm. Now, I didn't have an issue with the shade now. Like when I put it on, it seemed fine. So it's going to be interesting to see in the winter months, because I definitely can wear this in the winter. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear this. It's definitely not an exact match. You know, when I was in store, I didn't see an option to get something closer, you know what I mean? Like the next one down would have been 230, and then 230 was like way too light for me. So I'm just applying it on with a brush first. Then I'm going to blend it out with the sponge. Now I have worn this for 2 days so that I could kind of tell you what I'm observing so far, so that it wasn't just like a total first impression, that I actually had some feelings behind it. So this is what it looks like side by side on the side with and the side without. The color actually matches really well right now, which makes me nervous because I have my summer tan on. Although in the winter I do self-tan, so I don't know. But it matches me really well right now. The coverage is really nice. And the finish is really, really nice. I would definitely say it's medium. One thing I did notice in the past couple days, I was having an issue around my nose where my redness was peeking through. And I couldn't figure out if it was my primer, if it was my concealer, or what was going on. I changed my products the second day. It was a little bit less, but still, I was having that issue. So we'll see what it looks like today. Right off the bat, I just want to say I love the finish. I think it's so beautiful. It's very skin-like. It's luminous-ish. I mean, it's luminous. I mean, you can see like the shine on my skin, but it's not like greasy, oily mess. You know what I mean? So the first day I used it, I did use it with the Hourglass Veil powder, and it didn't really work out because that powder, it is meant to not make you look too powdery, and I think that it just didn't, like, I need to set this, like really set this, because it was separating on my skin. Now I have normal to drier skin, so, you know, I'm the ideal customer for this product. I will say that I'm obsessed with this one, and this is the matte one, and a lot of people with dry skin did not like this one, which, I mean, it did not dry me out at all. I had an amazing experience with this one. So this one is almost too hydrating, I feel like, just from my experience the past couple days with how it breaks up on the skin. I just don't know if it's products that I'm using with it or what, because, you know, Honey tried it and she's loving it and she's not having that problem. So I need to give it some more time, I think. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to apply some products. I'm going to finish my makeup, and then I'm going to show you what everything looks like together. And then, of course, we're going to wear test it, and I'm going to check in with you guys throughout the day. And we're going to see kind of if it does what it has been doing, like breaking up around my nose, or if maybe putting a second layer is, you know, what I needed, just the thing that I needed, you know what I mean? Oh, and did I tell you that this foundation is $35, by the way, which I think is an amazing price for a foundation, like I do. These days I feel like foundations are just so damn expensive, so 35 bucks is pretty good. All right, so I'm gonna put my makeup on and I will be right back. Okay, you guys, so I am back and it is the next day. Why? How do I explain? Well, I made the epic mistake of trying to test new concealer and new powder while testing a new foundation. So after I filmed the Fenty review, I actually filmed a trying new makeup video. No, bad. And I know better, you know. How long have you been reviewing makeup on camera? And how many foundation reviews have you done? Yes, so I screwed up and I did that, and things took a very, very bad turn. The concealer and powder combo with the foundation was a disaster, and it wasn't fair to the foundation because I was hating what was happening on my face. And it was not the foundation's fault because, like I said, I had tried it 2 other times before yesterday. So I knew that it wasn't the foundation that was causing what was happening. And I just decided to scrap all that. So I just put it back on today. And I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what products I also have on. I put the e.l.f. concealer on. I set the center of my face with Velvetizer powder because the Hourglass wasn't working, and I tried Jeffree Star and it was like, okay. So now I'm trying a different powder. I'm trying the Velvetizer. Now, all of the powders that I've tried with this foundation are powders that I love, that I've tried with many foundations, so that's why I'm using those. Stupid me. I tried using the new CoverGirl powder yesterday, and it was no. So, today I have Velvetizer in the center, and I put Hourglass on the outer part of my face. I did use the CoverGirl concealer, the dark color, for a cream contour. I also used the Fenty bronzer in Caramel Cutie. I used the new L'Oreal blush that I tested out in that video, Blush Please, in Saint Tropez, I believe. And that is the blush I'm wearing. And then I have the new CoverGirl highlight on in Crushed Pearl. Brows are NYX and the new CoverGirl Brow Gel. All of the newer products are in that Trying New Makeup video. Oh, and the lashes are the Kiss Blowout Lash in Chignon, which I like. And I just did put a little bit of color in my crease from the BH Beautiful in Barcelona palette. I put the deep brown shade on the outer and the cream color just kind of, I just with my finger swiped it on. I really just did a very sloppy eye look because I wasn't really concerned about it. And then I have L'Oreal Matte Set Lip Liner with Urban Decay Safe Word, which I scraped out of my lipstick bullet because I went to Sephora yesterday for the Sephora sale and I really wanted to get a new Safe Word and they didn't have it. So I was just inspired to start digging with my thumb out of the tube. Anyway, this is like the best nude on the planet, I will say. But in terms of the foundation right now, with all of my other products, I need to wipe this mirror off. It's dirty. I think everything looks pretty good right now. I think this is probably the best the foundation has looked in all 4 times that I have put it on my face, I will say. So it might be the Velvetizer powder. I think things get finicky with me in the center of my face. I don't know, but it is looking really pretty. So I am not mad. There's nothing settling in lines. There's nothing looking cakey. So that's really, really good. The first 2 days I wore it, I didn't notice any kind of a cakiness. Like when I put it on, I thought it looked amazing. And that was with the Urban Decay Stay Naked concealer and the Hourglass powder. That was the first day. I thought it looked beautiful, but then it started breaking up on my face. Right around 6 o'clock-ish at night. And I probably put it on around 10. So I didn't love that. And then the next day I tried it with the e.l.f. concealer and the Jeffree Star powder, and it was okay. It didn't break up quite as bad, but it didn't look great by the end of the day. Then yesterday I used the new CoverGirl concealer and the new CoverGirl powder, and that was such a disaster. Like, it looked so bad. So bad. It was not good. Don't use that combo. And then today, like I said, I have the e.l.f. concealer on with the Velvetizer powder on the center of my face and Hourglass on the outer part of my face. And I really like the way it looks right now. So I'm going to go ahead and wear this throughout the day. I'm going to wear it and then I will check in with you and we'll see how it does. And this is going to be the final time I'm going to test this. I really actually yesterday was so upset that I contemplated returning this foundation because I'm like, this foundation is stupid. But it's not the foundation's fault. What is the foundation's fault is that it's so finicky with what products you're using it with. At least that's what I'm noticing. I've never really had a foundation go so wrong with certain combos and then not wrong with other combos. Like, it's I don't know. It's an issue. Oh, and another thing I was going to ask you guys before we get on to the wear testing, I was thinking about doing like a foundation week. Because there are so many foundations coming out right now. So I was thinking about doing like a week where I just do foundation videos. What do you guys think about that? Are you into it? Are you not into it? I was going to, do a combination of wear tests, face-offs, ranking. I love foundations, so I would be happy to do like a foundation themed situation, like a foundation themed week where all my videos that week are foundation themed. So let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. So we are going to go ahead and wear test this foundation. So I've got so much stuff to do. I got to go record a podcast, and I got to do a few photo shoots, and I also am going to go work out and stuff. I'm worried about my whole workout situation because I don't think this foundation is going to hold up through working out. It says it's long wear though. So we're gonna give it a try. All right, so I'm gonna go get to work and I will see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, it's 5 o'clock. I'm sitting in my office. It's totally messy back there, so we're gonna ignore that. But I wanted to show you the foundation right now. Actually, it looks the best it's looked in all 4 days that I've worn it. Like I'm very surprised. Like I don't see any issues whatsoever. It's not breaking up. It doesn't look cakey. Like I'm not having any of the issues that I've had the last couple days. So I think the concealer powder combo is really a big deal. Yeah, I don't know. It's looking beautiful right now though. I'm like really pleased with the way that it looks. So anyway, I just wanted to check in. I'm really loving these lashes. Like I forgot how much I loved these lashes, total side note, and this lipstick. God, this lipstick. It's like worn off, but still looks great. Anyway, okay, so I haven't gone out to do cardio yet though. And it's like 100+ degrees out. So right now, this is what it looks like having not gone outside. All right, I'm gonna go. I have a couple more things to do before I do cardio, and then I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later. Okay, and I'm back. She's back. I lost the lashes and the lipstick, but I mean, what time is it? It is 9:15. So I put the foundation on at 9:30-ish this morning. So we're talking about roughly a 12-hour wear test here. I will say it looks better than it has the other days, for sure. Like the first day when it started breaking up, it wasn't on me that long, like as long as it was today, and it was all breaking up around my nose. I can definitely see redness. You guys can probably tell, like around here, but it's been on for 12 hours, and now it's starting to poke out. I do have a tiny bit of caking right here around my nose, but that's, I'm fairly certain, is concealer. But everywhere else on my face still looks relatively good. I mean, my dog was licking on my face a little bit down here, so, I mean, that happens every day, so I don't really take points off for that. Everything else looks pretty good. I mean, considering it doesn't claim to be, like, it doesn't claim a number that it's supposed to last. It just says long wearing. And to me, if you're going to claim to be long wearing, you got to at least give me 12 hours. And I feel like it did that. Like, if I still had lashes and a lip on, I think I would still relatively look okay. But I took it all off. And considering I worked out and it's very hot today. So, yeah, I actually am pleasantly surprised. I was fully expecting to hate it because the last couple days weren't good. I'm feeling like extra dry right now. Like I can see like dry patches up around my hairline and stuff. So I'm just a dry mess right now. But this foundation, I think it was pretty good. Like, I would say it gets a B. It gets a B. I'll give it a B, mostly because it's super finicky, and you know, I still don't know how I'm gonna feel. I'll definitely include this foundation in my first impression follow-up that I do to let you guys know what I think after I've used it for a while, because it could change. Right now I'm gonna give it a B because it did pull through today, and I think if I continue to use certain products, it will continue to perform. But it irritates me that products that I already know and love don't play well in the sandbox with this foundation. So that's a little annoying because this foundation is a little bit finicky. So I'm going to continue to experiment with different products to see if, you know, I still like the way that it looks with different things. I can tell you with 100% certainty that the new CoverGirl concealer and powder are a hard no with this. Like, it was so bad, you guys. It was so cakey, and it was a mess. So I know for sure that's a hard pass. I have to try those products on their own with different foundations, because I as of right now, like, I'm a little resentful. But anyway, yeah, I definitely think that the foundation is nice. It's definitely not the longest foundation I've ever worn. You know, it's definitely not all-nighter. Or even the Stay Naked, I feel like, has a little bit more lasting power than this does. But again, I mean, I feel like I need to still keep trying it with different products, because maybe there is that dream combination that makes this foundation perform the way that it was intended, you know? I don't know, but I'm going to keep playing with it. I'm going to keep trying it. I wish that I had, like, better news. Ooh, I painted my nails today, by the way. Don't they look better? I wish I had a more decisive opinion, you know, to help you if you were thinking about picking this up. But what I will recommend is to get a sample and try it out before you purchase. And if you do purchase and you don't like it, just remember you can always return it. Don't ever feel like if you buy a makeup product and you don't like it that you have to let it rot away in your drawer, never to be used again. Like, return it. Don't be afraid to do that, because, like, I do it. If I don't like a product and I spent money on it, like, it's going back. Like, bye. But right now, like, I'm not sure. I can't give it 100%, like, yes, go get it. And I can't give it a, like, no, I hate this, you know? I'm still, like, on the fence. So I'll definitely check in with you guys, you know, and let you know kind of how I feel about it as the month progresses. And in my first impression follow-up, I will give you kind of a thumbs up, thumbs down, whether or not, like, I stand behind it or not. So I hope that it was somewhat helpful. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you never miss when I upload a video. You can follow me on social. My handle is @GlamLatte. And don't forget, the Glam Latte Beauty Podcast is on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, CastBox, and iHeartRadio. All those details are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that